10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They do. They really do suck. Our government sucks. Sucks big ass. I'm not gonna get political in this. I am not gonna get too deep into it, but they really let the people that were affected by Hurricane Helene or Helene, however you want to pronounce that bitch's name. They really did let a lot of those people down. I mean, FEMA running out of money because they're giving it to illegal aliens. That's no bueno. That's not what America's supposed to be. So we're gonna simulate sending packages, food, clean water, supplies. We're gonna pretend like we're sending that to the area of Asheville, North Carolina, which is pretty close to Tennessee. They were hit pretty hard. That Asheville area, Chimney Rock, Lake Lure, that whole, I mean, there was a lot of other parts that were hit bad, Florida, Georgia, but yeah. Anyways, we got our Red Cross C-160. We're going to fill with all kinds of goodies. All kinds of goodies for the people. But we got to get up in this thing first, get this thing turned on. We're at McGee Tyson. I believe this is an Air Force base. I think this is a base. I could have sworn it said AB after it, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I thought it was an Air Force base, but maybe it's not. Anyways, let's do this. Let's get in here. Let's get this thing. Now, I will warn you when we first get into it and we first turn it on. It's when we first turn the batteries on, it makes a really loud. We just have to come down here and turn it off. But it's, for 2, 3, 4 seconds. It could be bad. Could be bad. All right, let's click on. Oh, it starts. Let's get some music to it. Hey, this is more than FEMA does. That's true. That's very true, dude. All right, let me get some music turned on. Yeah, I don't know anybody that was really affected by it, but like, it's bad, man. So I don't know how the stream is actually doing. I'm getting an old angry an old man angry message, because you know this laptop I use is like an angry old man, and it's shouting at me in big red numbers right now, but everything still seems okay. So hopefully it'll, now that I'm not playing any kind of intro, I'm not asking it to do anything other than what it's doing, hopefully it'll, well, anyways, whatever. If it messes up and kills the stream, we'll just restart. All right, let's connect the GPU and let's get our deal set up here. I like seeing the propeller vortices. I'll show you the difference when we're in the air. When they're on like this, you can see the vortices really in front of the blade. When this is unchecked, you don't see it. All right, so we're gonna put some pallets in here and some boxes and a tank full of water. I think that's kind of all we can. Yeah, we can't put in too much. All right, so we don't need military vehicles. We don't need to send them. Well, maybe we should send them tanks. And that might be a good idea. All right, we are gonna have to translate this into tons. Coming up here, I have I know it's like 1-to-1 almost, like fuel weight is like 11.5 tons, but I'm not gonna guess. I have a app on my phone. I have an app for that. All right, let's go ahead and get. Why is Red Lobster pulling up on my phone? Fuck. What the fuck, Red Lobster? I've never even been to a Red Lobster. That I can. Well, have I been? You know what? I don't remember if I've been to a Red Lobster. I think I have. If I have, it's been like a long time ago, before my memory started. maybe when I was a teenager or in my 20s, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and. All right. Well, we can use the checklist, I guess. It's not really necessary, but we can. We're not going to use GigaChad. We'll just do battery 1, battery 2. There we go. See, I told you about them. Let's just come and click on you right here. Okay, all the fuel valves, they are open. Anti-collision lights, let's turn them on. All right, APU air inlet. Let's open this thing up. All right, air inlet on. Then starter. All right, we'll turn on some lights afterwards. Wait for the APU to get fired up. It's right here. We can put our generator on, and then we'll get the lights turned on, we'll get the flight plan set, and we'll finish turning everything on. All right, here's the generator here. All right, APU generator's on. Get some lights going around the cockpit. All right, formation light we don't need right now. Upper console, yes please. And pilot lighting, no. There. No co-pilot lighting. All right, let's turn that up. Put that on. Put it on green. We have another switch here. Another one here. Another one Another one of these guys right here. We can do white, UV, or green. UV is pretty cool at nighttime. All right, we got to turn on the EFS. Turn on U. So now we got the EFS and the U. EFS, U. And then we have one more light switch back here for center console. There we go. All right, let's turn on our light management system. Let's get our nav aligned. All right, very good. All right, I think I named this flight Trump 1. Let me see if, is it on the tail? No, they didn't do it. All right. Well, this one's going to be called Trump 1. So, since he visited them the other day, it was an office. The disaster would have been handled a lot better, probably. All right, Trump 1. Let's enter that. Let's go down to the next line, and we have KTYS. KTS, and then KCHS. KCHS. Very good. All right. Let's go down to airport. Click on EXP. Let's go down to SID. Enter. EXP. Now enter. And now the runway we're going to use is 23. So let's go down. All right, very good. That's done. We can now return. Now let's go down to ACHS. Let's go down to star. And we are doing Osprey 17. And runway is going to be 33. Very good. Now let's look at our flight plan. There's our flight plan there. We do have to put in a couple of, a little bit more than a couple. We have to put in some waypoints ourselves, but we have to put them in backwards. I'll show you here. So let's go down to deafen, hit change. And before deafen, we have SPA, SPA. So S P A, enter and confirm. There we go. All right, now go to SPA, hit change. And before SPA, we have SUG. All right, this is the waypoint that's right over the Asheville area. It's actually, this waypoint's a little bit south, maybe 10 miles south of Asheville. So we'll, you know, it's all pretend anyways. We're going to be close enough. All right, hit enter again. And then we have SQT for the next one. Right, SUG, change, S, Q, and T. enter, enter. Oh, it doesn't like SQT. Oh, it's SOT. Oh, my eyes are getting bad. Ooh, I'm getting sold. Ooh. I pushed the wrong button. Oh my god. Alright, change and then SOT. S-O-T. Oh, we did it. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this waypoint here. So let's clear that. Oh, you know what? We can't do that. That's part of the takeoff. Never mind. Alright, SOT. Let's go to change. We have one more to put in. VXV. So V X B. All right, enter, enter. All right, there we go. So that's all done. I want to look at the bottom of this flight plan though. So deafen, I want to see where it lets me off at. It should be Jared. Yep, Jared. Oh, USR might be user. Because there's a USR there too. That might be like vectors maybe. That's probably what that means. So after Jared, I have an RNAV planned. You can't plug approaches in with this FMC, only arrivals. So we might do, I don't know what we're going to do at that point. We might land it by visual, we might land it, but whatever. All right, let's go here, let's hit, and let's get our weights. Let me get my calculator out. Now I know the base weight is 32,000 kilograms. I know that much. I remember that. So 32,000 kilograms is 31.5 tons. Alright, so 31.5 is going to be this number here. Alright, we're saying the fuel is 11.7. It's probably like a half a tank. Let me see here. Yep, half a tank. All right, so let's that out. Let's do 11,669. That's 11.5. Let's do 11.5. All right, enter. And what's the last one here? Oh, all right. So we have 3692. 3.6. So for this, I usually type in a 0 first, then the 3. So it's 3.6. There we go. And then go down to the next line, hit enter. All right, and let me see what the weather's is right now. We have 19 degrees Celsius. Yep, 19. UNH is 1015. 1015. Enter. Okay, so the initialization is done. We have flight plan. That's all taken care of. Now, according to, we're at 45. What's our total tonnage? Let me see what our V speeds are. So we're at 46.6 tons. Let me see what the chart from AzurPoly says. 46. Let's just say we're at 47,000. We're taking off with flaps 10. We need to get to 120, 123. Why don't we set our flaps to 20 and then we can take off at 112 and 114. Let's do that. So we're going to do flaps 20. There we go, flaps 20%. And we're all gravy, baby. Very good. All right, let's now get our engines turned on. Put my phone away. Put the stream back on so I can see nobody's here. Nobody loves me anymore. That's okay. You love me. You really love me. All right, we're doing GPS. And let's make sure we have enough flares. We have 64. We don't really need flares, but they're always good to have on board just in case. Now here we can open the gear compartment. We can lower this down. And we can use these to open the door in the back. Or we can use, there's a switch up here. I'll close it that way. But yeah, here's all our cargo that we're going to be dropping off. Now, I don't know if we're going to, when we drop it, if it's going to look like this. Usually it's soldiers that get dropped off. And tanks and shit like that. But yeah, you see we lowered everything down. Now our ass is on the ground. Gear compartment's open. We can open those doors, I just didn't. But yeah, we're lowered down to the ground. We're gonna fix that here in a moment. Get our engines turned on and get this bad boy up in the air. And let's go ahead and close the door. So here's the ramp right here. Let's close that. That should close everything up. Yep. We'll turn those lights off too. Alright, let's turn the cargo lights off. And then let's close the gearing compartment. Raise ourselves back up. And let's open up the checklist for starting the engines. The parking brake is set. Somewhere around here. Where are you at, parking brake? Ah, you're right there. Yep. You are good. All right, let's turn the APU bleed on. Right here. Let's turn on all the fuel pumps. All the fuel pumps, engine vibration measures. Turn those on. They are up here. Cutoff lever left, set, cut off. That is true. It is one cutoff. All right, idle lever left, start. Put the starter on. Starter left. That should start it. When we get to 3,500 RPMs, we'll put the fuel up. Pretty close. let's put that on. And now you can finally hear an engine. Took a minute for it to kick on. Nice. Idle lever normal. All right, now let's do the right side. There we go. Wait for that to get up to 3,500 and be good to go. Shit. There we go. That's now kicking on. Turn the engine starter off. And let's put generator 1, generator 2, generator 3, generator 4. I can't talk to you about that. You're too young. I'll have a bunch of black Tahoes parked out front of my house here in a couple of days if I do that. All right, let's turn the EPU off. Turn that off too, and we can turn generator 5 off. Very good. Taxi light extended. All right, navigation lights. Turn some formation lights on. And then we also have taxi lights right here. All right, we'll do that before we get lined up. Go ahead and put our flight director on. That is this little switch right here. And let's go ahead and get our deal lined up here. All right, so we got that. We have active. All right, that's none. We'll do GPS there. No reason for course selection. That is good. And I think as far as altitude, we're going to stay relatively low. Probably around 5,000 feet, 6,000 feet, just because we're supply dropping stuff. That is very true, dude. Yeah. When you're old enough where I won't get in trouble, I'll be more than happy to I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. All right, I think I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Sometimes I do in this airplane because I don't fly it too often, but oh yeah, let's put these lights on. All right, now I tested the sound of everything before, like for a half an hour before I streamed tonight, but I didn't use this airplane. I used a different airplane, and the levels were really good. Like, I was like, all right, man, it's gonna sound good. But now this plane is a lot louder than the other one, so hopefully, you know, hopefully the volume's not all jacked up. It looks okay on my end, but I don't know. All right, we got our flaps now set to 20. We can go ahead and we'll just drive straight. Oh yeah, I can put our altitude on the tablet. That's right. Yeah, we're going to drop off some supplies to the people in Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville, Chimney Rock, and Lake Lure. They got us taken off on a different runway. All right, no problem. Whatever you say, guys. I really should use, what's it called? I'm drawing such a blank. I know I hit Y on the keyboard. Slew mode. I should probably do slew mode. That'll be good. Let's do slew mode. Come to a stop. The parking brake on. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Quickest way to travel is slew mode. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We'd be here for hours waiting for it. Wow, this is really good texture, guys. Good job. Good job, guys. I don't know if that's a Microsoft thing or a Xbox thing because it's this airplane. We probably could fly a whole route like this. We should try that one day. All right, let's get out of slew mode. No! Yeah, I do talk about it, but not directly to you. I might get in trouble because you're young. That's the thing. Ah, very good. No, oh, no, you stay there. You stay there. You be a good airplane. Don't mess around. All right, very good. We have to do a couple more things before we can take off. All right, fuel dump valve. Yeah, well, we talk about it with you here. I won't do it directly with you because, you know, of your age. But yeah, man, it's all good. All right, bleed air valves. Pitch and trim is fine. There's no reason to worry about that on this airplane. The bleed valves are right here. Let's close those. Oil temperature, wherever that is. Pressure, air valves. Earl. Yep, the Earl is over 60. Alright, taxi light off. Landing light on. Fuel pressure is green. Alright, pitot heat. Let's turn that on. And let's turn that sensor on as well. Alright, heading, throttle, high idle. Yep, that's fine. Landing gear, retraction, bleed valves open. And then in cruise, we need to turn on propeller sync, which is right there. All right, let's go. We are spoiled, yes. Yeah. I guess sort of, maybe. All right, let's set this for 6,000 feet. Oh, that's VS. I'm like, why can't we go higher than... We might as well put that on 1,000 now. All right, altitude, we'll put in 6,000. All right, let's go. Oh, I idle. Park and break off. Hey, what's up, dude? How you been? I got to get the 112-ish. Come on, you can do it. You can climb, baby. I know you're a little heavy. We'll work on that. We will work on your weight. It's okay. It's okay. We'll work on it. I know you're heavy. I won't call you fat, though. I promise. I will not call you fat. You got a little extra loving. That's true. Can we start climbing, please? Like, is that possible? Is that possible, airplane? They could be in for some trouble, yeah. It looks like they could be. Alright, we are doing good. Let's put our last little flap up. Alright, let's put our autopilot on. Let's put VS mode on. And heading 34. All right, very good. Climbing to 6,000 feet. We need to open up the air valves while we're climbing. And we can turn off the landing lights. All right, GS, pilot, FMS1. All right, very good. All right, we're not climbing. There we go. I just had to interact with this again, I guess. There we go. Now we're doing good. Yeah, Florida could be in trouble. Yeah, that's right. This doesn't work. That's right. That's right. We got 6,000 feet. That's our nav. Bad boy Greece. I don't know where Greece is at. Yeah, that L-19 is pretty cool looking. That's for sure. I have a lot of general aircraft. I mean, I have a lot. I don't know them all offhand, but I got quite a few. All right, we are not. Oh, we are very far away from following our route. Jesus. Oh, it does work. That's right. There we go. I'll have to check that out. I don't think that's on Xbox yet. That new Trilander, or Islander actually. I haven't seen it on Xbox yet. They might not come out with anything on Xbox really until the new simulator comes out. Like none of the new Embraer jets. They're the new LVFR. Well, we have the LVFR A330. I already have one from them. I already have an A330 from them. I'm not spending $25 for a second one. That's crazy. And then the, what is it, Aerofly? Aerofly, yeah. They had that new plane too, but it's not out on Xbox. That's all right. We'll get it one day. All right, so we're going to SQT, and then we're going directly east to Asheville. And that's where we'll be dropping our load, so to say. We're going to drop our load all over Asheville. Yeah, I mean, the A330 I have from them is not anything to brag about. I have 3 airplanes from them, and they're all mediocre at best. I have the 319, the 330 900, I think it is, or 800. I forget which one it is. And then I have an A340 also. I don't think we can actually drop real cargo. I think it's still just tanks and people, but we're going to pretend that that's the cargo we have in our back, because we have the actual payload back here. But I'm not sure if that's what's going to be falling out of the airplane when the time comes. Oh, you know what? We can do radio. That is right. I forgot about that. Can do GPS. There we go. I completely forget sometimes that this panel is down here. But there we go. We got it. Watch our speed. It's getting up there a little bit. Oh, I never set the clock. Man, I'm so glad Chicago's not watching. Oh, we gotta sync our propeller. That's right. Forgot about that. All right, now that's synced. Yeah, those are pretty sweet planes. Stationair 170 TD, that's cool. All right, is SOT, let me look at my map. I think SOT Or is it SUG? I think SUG is where we're dropping everything. I think that's Asheville. I believe SUG is world map. Okay, so about 25 miles after SQT, 20 miles before SUG, that's where we'll start dropping our stuff. 20 miles before SUG. All right, very good. Oh, those are the vortices I was telling you about a minute ago. How do I get back? See how it's got like the you can see the, like it looks like there's a bunch of blades, right? Yeah, that's the vortices that you can turn on or off on the tablet. I think they look pretty cool. This plane is really good. Like, AzurPoly makes really good stuff. I have this plane and I have Bronco OV10, and their tablets are the same. I mean, which is fine, but they do certain things very well, AzurPoly, and they do it extremely good. Yeah, this plane, that Bronco, I don't know what else they make. For Xbox, I don't think they do. There we go. That's how the vortices look. Everything looks pretty good. Alright, we are almost past SOT. We'll open the cargo doors up here pretty soon. Start dropping off some supplies, and then we're gonna go land at... This is the airport we're landing at. What's the name of it? Oh yeah, the Charleston Air Force Base. I was trying to take off from like Air Force Base to Air Force Base or military base to military base. Hey, what up, Bobby? Yep, I'm dropping cargo all over Asheville. What I actually said was, I'm dropping a big load all over Asheville. I should change the title to that. Yeah, we're going to be dropping off some supplies that our government should have done. But they didn't, because they're weak and feeble. Our government's just a stuttering old man. Going about 20 miles, about 23 miles, start dropping some supplies off. I've been using like an AI title generator the last couple of videos, plugging in like what the video is about, and it spits out a title. And it came out with this one and then the one from the other day, and I don't really know if I like the titles. Like, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I usually like it to be like bam, 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 bam. Microsoft, like the simulator, what it is we're flying, where we're going, and then some bullshit at the end. This is like a title to a book, like to a news article. Government's bad response to Hurricane Helene. News at 7. What? Alright, we got about 19 miles. Maybe we should turn on photogrammetry just to... Let's make it brighter outside, too. Oh, wow, that is pretty bright. 9 in the morning. That's weird. What the hell is going on? I can't change the time. What the hell is going on? What is going on with my airplane, man? It's like taken over by ghosts. Alright, I got a poltergeist in the machine. Well, would the hurricane be kind of going right over you if you were down there? Let's put photogrammetry on. I don't know if it's going to have anything that'll apply as far as photogrammetry, but we are going to be going over a city, so maybe we'll get some better buildings. Oh, you know what? That's right. I forgot. I was like, I didn't know your dad was in Florida. I flew over it a couple of times, and it's really like I didn't see anything other than just some clouds. It's not like the hurricane from months ago that came over like near the Caribbean and kind of came up a couple months ago. This one, like it's nothing to like. It doesn't look like a hurricane at all. It just looks like a bunch of clouds. Maybe it'll look different on your end than mine because you're on PC and I'm on Xbox. But oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that you doxed your mom earlier. I forgot. You know that was a joke. I don't know if you saw that on Discord, but that was a joke. You're like, my mom's on her way to Frankfurt. I'm like, dude, why would you dox your mom? Dox, you know, D-O-X. I'm not typing anything in right now. I was typing on the keyboard, nothing was going in. Yeah, dox. Dox. You know, like when you give out people's information on the internet, it's called doxing. And them blades be looking thick. All right, let's drop the doors down because we're starting to get close. Pilot, open doors. Oh, the battery's at 0. No wonder it's not working. I've been playing We Happy Few quite a bit over this last week. That game is surprisingly very fun. I love the story with that London dystopian future. It's like a retro dystopian future. It's really weird. It's cool. It's weird, but yeah, that game is turned out to be quite a bit of fun. A lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. We Happy Few. Not overly difficult. It's a little repetitive at times, but I'm finally kind of getting into the meat of the story now. You know, past the beginning areas, and it's starting to pick up pace a bit. It's kind of fun. I like the name of the items you have to collect and make, and it's interesting. It's if you haven't checked it out, if you have Game Pass, give it a shot. It's called We Happy Few. It's a survival. Supposed to be open. It's an open world-esque kind of game. You have boundaries, but you can do missions in your own time, and you can pretty much go wherever you want, whenever you want, and do whatever mission you want. All right, we should be getting kind of close to Asheville. It is very good. That is true. If you're watching this and you haven't hit the like button yet, do it. Do it. Do it now. All right, so we're about 20 miles. Let's slow down just a little bit. Now we're a little bit south of the actual city, a couple of miles. There wasn't an exact waypoint over it, but all right, let's go ahead and drop some cargo. So let me get the right camera set up. Hang on. Come back here. Just kind of sit back here. Watch our airplane drop its load all over Asheville. Cargo dropping. Yeah, see, it's only got troops you can drop. That's so stupid. I wish we could drop off. All right, so we're gonna pretend these troops are packages. Well, they probably all do have a package. We're dropping packages. We're dropping package loads all over Asheville. Goodbye! Yay! Wee! Goodbye! Troops probably would be helpful, actually. Yeah, well, there's a lot of people affected. I mean, near the river, away from the river. All right, let's drop another load. Yay! Whee! Now, if I packed a tank, I could have dropped a tank. I thought I could drop that. Oh, it's you can't drop. That's so dumb. They should have you be able to drop packages. Yeah, all this area here was just decimated. So after we make this turn here, we're going to be heading towards our airport, the destination that we're going to. Bear Wallow Farm. Oh, you know, I should probably get the information for our landing. We have a little bit of ways to go still, but not terribly far, but oh my god, Navigraph, you are a pain in my neck. Stop. Alright, let's do charts. Runway 33 ILS. Back that up there. And bloop, there we go. Alright, we got that information now. Alright. Yeah, I can't believe our government let down so many people. That's such a shitty thing to do, and so much of that money went towards illegal aliens. It's crazy. FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management, you know, they go out to, if you're not from America, FEMA is set up to help disaster zones and people affected by any kind of catastrophe. So when they declare something a national emergency or a disaster zone like North Carolina, they're the ones that go in there and help people get situated with housing, medicine, you know, whatever they need to get back on their feet, really. They're there to help them out. Well, 2 billion of our FEMA money went over the last couple of years. Instead of it going to FEMA, the government was sending it to illegal aliens. So that's not good. I think FEMA's only in the US, yeah. But that's not so good when that happens. That's not good. Hey, how come you didn't close, buddy? Maybe I didn't hit the close button. Maybe that's why. Yeah, that's not good. At all. It's a shame. They're saying in the US that it's like the worst handling of a disaster like relief effort in history in the US. Worse than Katrina, worse than any of the storms. They're saying this one right now, our government, their response is the worst out of all the responses they've ever done for situations like this. That's sad, man. In the year 2024. But when you have a nation divided in this woke DEI culture, it's the kind of stuff that happens, unfortunately. You know, the world, everything seemed to be better in the world. I can't believe I'm getting ready to say this. Before women had rights, when women were just housewives, this kind of bullshit really wasn't happening. You know, I mean, there was a couple, you know, there was definitely wars, but like, you know, America took care of America back then. They weren't worried about every other country but America. I'm not saying women are the reason why this is all happening.'t just a really big coincidence that, you know, as soon as they can start working and start voting and, you know, being able to call themselves a man. I don't know if FEMA will be in Florida. I don't work for FEMA, dude. I have no idea. I hope they do. I can go on their website and check, but I mean, you know, I don't know if they're ever going to be. I think they're kind of stationed all around the country in different places. I think, like, in each quadrant of the country, they have, you know, bases set up or facilities set up where they can manage the supplies and manage their staff and all that. I'm sure they have all that kind of set up. I don't know where, but all right, so once we hit spa, that's going to turn us to our entry for the arrival. So we're, I mean, I'm not like in a rush to go anywhere. I'm just giving y'all a roundabout time frame. All right, let me look at Navigraph. So we have 109.8. We need to get down to 3,000 feet. We have 108.9. Say, I've been flying the one of my helicopters the last couple of days. Man, that thing is a lot of fun to fly. It's the Airwolf type helicopter I have, where the wheels go up inside of it. It's the CS222B, whatever that means. But yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun. All right, let's put in our, what did I say it was again? 108.9. So let's do 108.9. Enter that, and we'll enter it into nav2 as well. 089. Let's do enter as well there. All right, that is all done. All we had to do. Turn back to our flight plan. All right, here we go. Now we're turning to Defen, which Defen is the entryway, you know, the initial fix for the arrival. All right, and we are at a pressure of 1013 right now. What the hell? Battery operated. Whatever. Whatever, airplane. All right, let's put this to 1013. And it's 1012.87, so let's... Okay, that's 1012, that's 1013. Let's leave it right there. There's 3 clicks for each number. And yep, everything else look good. Look very good. I watched Bram Stoker's Dracula while I was working today. It's a little tough sometimes watching movies with the volume off. I have the captions on. But yeah, man, it's a little tough sometimes watching watching movies when you're not supposed to. All right, let me adjust our heading. Let me plug in our course, which is 334. I think it stores it. I think it'll be okay now to do. So let's go into heading mode. Heading select. Could have done heading hold as well, I guess. Doesn't really make a difference. Alright, let's put... Oh, that's VOR2. I keep on doing that. Alright, VOR, and let's change our course to 334. And I think this will store. I think it'll be okay. FMS. Yep, 334. Alright, very good. So now that is all set. Let's go back to nav here. And when we descend, we need to turn off sync there. And at some point, we need to interact with this mini stop button. What is a switch? Mini stop, and we have to depressurize everything. That's not for a little bit, that's closer to landing. And let's go. Spartanburg. This is Spartanburg. Right, let me look at my chart for landing. So for approach, my overall weight right now, let's see, 44, so 44 tons. So if it's on 44, we're looking at about 135. Oh, that's at flap 0, but full flaps is 107. Wow, that's really low. Stall speed is 81. All right, that's what it says. That's what it says. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat, by the way. I was looking at Navigraph and stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking about. For me, I'm probably getting the Aviator one, unfortunately, just because of streaming and all that. But yeah, it's $200, I believe. So that's the one I'll be doing. I really don't want to spend the money, but if their mapping system and everything is as good as they've led us on to believe, then I can cancel Navigraph and I can cancel SimBrief. And in the course of a year, that will have saved me more money than I would have spent on the game. So if their system is as good as they're saying, and I can cancel both of those services, in the first year alone, the game would have paid for itself. So it's still steep though, man. $200, that's a lot of money for a AAA game. You know, like Call of Duty is creeping up. You know, Madden's been creeping up over the years. Now they're jumping up from, what was it, 130 last year? Over the years, it's been 130 for it, and now it's 200. Yeah, now hopefully their mapping system's as good as they say it is, but you know, it seems that having SimBrief integration and Navigraph seems like it's not going to be necessary with the new simulator. I really hope that's the case. Yeah, that Airwolf helicopter, it's really strange. Like the throttle, so it's got a collective, I guess collective, or pilot's left hand. It's got a collective and it's got throttle, like a twist throttle, kind of like a motorcycle. Well, with keyboard, mouse, and Xbox controller, you cannot move the throttle all the way up. It's impossible. With my flight stick, I can move it all the way up and back with no problem. You know, with the lever. It's weird. It's the only aircraft that I have in the simulator where I have to use the flight stick, because the controller, keyboard, and mouse, all three of them, it doesn't work. So we are heading to Charleston, North Carolina here. We can actually drop down to, let's drop down to 4,000 feet. There we go. Clinton. Ooh. Lock her up. Lock her up. Lock her up. Ooh, descent. We have a descent checklist. We do, we do. Propeller sync off. Yes, sir. We'll turn it off. See? It's off. Good job, Jackson. I knew there was hope for you yet. And then before landing, mini stop on, open depressurization valve, and all that's good. That would be cool. Alright, so we can leave the air valves open. We just need to turn on the mini stop and depressurize. Alright, that works. Good job, Jackson. There we have wide body. Private Pile, Jesus Christ. You are a disgusting fat body, Private Pile. The best part of you ran down your mama's leg, Private Pile. You are one big piece of shit. I didn't know they stack shit as tall as you, Private Pile. Full Metal Jacket, man, it's such a good movie. At least most of it is. It gets a little old. It gets a little old towards the end of the movie. But the first, all of that movie until maybe when Matthew Modine goes out into the shit. It does, doesn't it? It gets a bit dark. Yeah, eat that jelly donut. That's you gotta be fucking kidding me, Private Pile. A jelly donut in my, what's he called it? My head? No, head is the bathroom. That's funny that they call it head. Did your mommy and daddy not give you enough hugs? Yeah, it does get kind of dark. Yeah, definitely. Yep. I'm thinking right now, like, what my favorite horror movie would be, but I don't know if I really have one. It was like, yeah, Platoon's really good. Yeah. Yeah, he was good. Yeah, I like some of the comedy horror movies. Stripes was really good. And Tropic Thunder was real good. Well, I don't know if Tropic... Well, yeah, Tropic Thunder was real good. I did not like Tom Cruise's role in Tropic Thunder. Less. Yeah, Tropic Thunder was real good. I know, like, I'm drawing a blank with all these movies. All these wartime movies. Apocalypse Now was good. Yeah, I guess Platoon could be my favorite as well. I really like Full Metal Jacket. I think that's a toss-up between those two. There's Casualties of War. Yeah, I guess it would be either Platoon or Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, No Boom Boom was... Oh, Black Hawk Down was great. That's definitely a really good movie. Absolutely. The action in that. And what was the movie with Mark Wahlberg? Where it came out like maybe 10, 15 years ago. Not the shooter, but him and like four of his guys, they were trying to take down some bad guy in like the hills of Afghanistan. Yeah, and the shooter, the government was coming after him. This movie's based off of a real person with a real story. God damn, what was the name of that movie? I can look it up real quick. Hang on a second. Yeah, it was like an elite special ops team, and they went into the hills of Afghanistan to get some bad guy. And their whole team got surprised, and they all got dead except for Mark Wahlberg. He was saved by a local. All right, Mark. Oh, there's an H in his name. Look at that. Wahlberg. War movie. Lone Survivor. Yeah, man. If y'all haven't seen that movie, you need to check that shit out. Lone Survivor is a boss-ass film. Oh, Good Morning Vietnam was amazing. That was good. Robin Williams was so good in that movie. Yeah, we should be pretty much like close to our last waypoint here. No, just kidding. We have a few more left. Oh, we have 43 miles on that one. And Osprey, Pamela, Lexi. Yeah, Jared's where it ends. That's where the airport is. Pretty much that's where the airport is. Yeah, that's a good one too. I'm not too familiar with that one. I think Predator was a really good war movie. You want to classify Predator as a war movie? I'm down with that. That was a good war movie. That's a good movie, Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, man, when they're coming off those boats in the beginning, and the bullets and shit are whizzing past their heads, shit. That's some scary shit. Scary. Now you're 18, 19, 20 years old. Just put Lone Survivor on. Sure. I'll put it on right now. Right, that is true. Unless you own it. Yeah, the ads on Prime really suck. I didn't know there was this much water. Look at all this. Look at all this water. Yeah, those ads that they have now are crazy. Yeah, I agree they can fuck off. Absolutely. Making us pay for that. It's already expensive enough. Now they're trying to charge you more to have the services that you had before. But I bet you if the American dollar was doing better and if our economy was doing better, these prices wouldn't have gone up. But it's an excuse now that they can use to raise the prices. All right, so we have are we flying to GMAS now? Is that where we're going? All right, then we have a little bit of a distance to Turtles. All right, very good. We're making some headway here. Let's darken things up a little bit. Let's look at this here. Look at this here cockpit at night. I always wonder, why is it called a cockpit? Like, why is the word cock? It's a funny word. Cack. It makes you cack. Yeah. Oh, I never put back on... Oh, it's on radio mode. Ooh. Thought to myself for a second that you're an idiot. I think this one does the center. Yeah, let's put on some UV lights. Let's set the mood in here. Let's get this party going in this cockpit. Get the UV lights on. Yeah, let the black lights. Where everybody's teeth glow. If you got a white shirt on, you'll be glowing. I always liked that when I had black lights, or I was in rooms with black lights, how your teeth would glow. You empty the inside of a highlighter, take that tube out, put it in a bottle of water, put that black light on, man, you got yourself a lamp right there. But yeah, let's put on our formation lights. Let's get in formation, guys. Let's go. Oh, super. Let's put on our landing lights too, I guess, since we are landing soon. But we're at an appropriate altitude for that. Woodchuck the gray squirrel is eagle's nest over. You don't have to do the shh after I stop talking. You just have to stop talking. Right. Over. Shh. What movie was that where Jack Black couldn't get that? They were trying to break into somebody's place. They had these walkie-talkies. Oh man, what movie was that? No, it wasn't Family Guy. I mean, again, I could look it up like I looked up the Mark Wahlberg movie, but it's like so like close to the front of my forehead, like front of my brain. I can almost say it. I'm so close to being able to say it, but I just can't remember it. What the hell is the name of that movie? Like, you don't have to do the shh after you stop. And he put like these pantyhose over top of his head. Let me look this up here. Jack Black. Alright, let's just look up all his movies. which is a lot. Okay, let's see here. Bob Roberts, Airborne, Demolition Man, Never-Ending Story 3. I didn't even know they had a third one of those. I'm sure that's a great movie. He was in Waterworld? No shit. Biodome as Tenacious D, that makes sense. Is it the Jackal? No, not the Jackal. Could be Saving Silverman. I think that's the movie. It is, yeah, Saving Silverman, that's it. They were doing something where they had to steal something. And he had the pantyhose over his head, and he had the walkie-talkie, and he was talking to Jason Biggs. I think it's Jason Biggs. And you know how when you release a walkie-talkie, it goes shh. Jack Black was making the noise, and then the noise would happen. And Jason Biggs is sitting there yelling at him. It's like, you don't have to do the shh after you turn off the walkie-talkie, just let go, and it goes shh automatically. He's like, all right, so I don't have to do the shh. When I release the button, it goes shh. Jason Biggs goes, right. He goes, copy, over, shh. And then he releases the button again. It's so funny. That's actually a pretty funny movie, Saving Silverman. If you haven't seen that movie, that's a good comedy from 24 years ago now. Old man time ago now. Man, I can't believe it's been 25 years. I think that's our airport up here. I think we're gonna put the lights on outside again. I really like this airplane at nighttime. I know it doesn't translate too well on YouTube, but fuck it. I wanted to see it for a few minutes. Alright, we should probably drop down to 3,000 feet. I wonder if I can get rid of my load now. I wonder if I can do that. Can I... Oh, I can. Very good. That puts our weight at 40,000, so about 39,000 tons. Let me see what that puts our V speeds at. So flaps full, we're at about 102 to 100. Okay. And our stall speed is about 78. All right, very good. Very good. Oh, I need to do something different than... Okay, let's get down to 3,000 feet. Oh, actually, you know what? We are pretty close. Let me see if we have a radio altitude here. Yeah, we do. I'd venture to say we're pretty close to 2,500 feet over right now. All right, Jake. See you later, bud. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. They should have given you a free donut. If you came into my store and told me you were a double vaccinated trans female man, I would have given you a free donut. Flea mail. Oh, North Air Force Auxiliary. You just land right here. He could just land right there. We still have flares to get rid of. Let's get rid of some flares since we got rid of our load already. Let's come up yonder. Turn you on. Fire! 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 I think they look pretty cool at nighttime. Let me see what they look like with the lights out. Good night, Mother Earth. Good night. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I like it better in the night or in the daytime. Do that again. Yeah, that's okay. I kind of like to pause the video like 10 seconds ago. Pause it. You can see all these runways in the background from all these different airports. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's put the lights on again. One more again. And let's go ahead. Yeah, I like the smoke trails. Yeah, they're both good. We are flying to Charleston. Be there momentarily. We only have a few waypoints left. I was going to start descending, but this radio needle here, looks like it's very close to moving backwards. So I'm leading to believe right now we're a lot closer to 2,500 or 3,000 feet than the altimeter says. So I'm not gonna descend just yet. We're 1,000 feet over our capture point. Pretty country down here though. A lot of trees, a lot of water. Oh, could have a house with a big pond in the back. Big old farm. Grow all kinds of giraffes. Look at that. It's an old slave house right there. I'm just kidding. That's the big house. I like Django Unchained. Don Johnson had all the slaves calling him Big Daddy. I thought that was funny. What you want, Big Daddy? Now Django here is not a slave. He's a free man. You gotta treat him as such. You mean you want us to treat him like white folk? I didn't say that. What's that peckerwood that lives down the street? What's his name? Jerry. Jerry, sugar. Treat Django like you would treat Jerry. Guess so, Big Daddy. Yeah, that movie is great, especially towards the end. That scene with Leonardo DiCaprio where he actually like busts his hand up really good in real life. Bleeding and shit. Glass all in his hand, just kept on going. That's crazy. Slamming his hand down on the table. He missed his mark, wound up smashing the glass, and the glass went into his hand. So in that scene, when he first slams his hand down and Mr. Hooch comes in with the shotguns, his hand's really bleeding. That's real blood from real life. That's you know, who knows with actors, he could have been all fucked up on something and just didn't feel it. That's what I'm thinking. Because I don't care who you are. If you're sober and you slam your hand down on a table and you have glass go through the palm of your hand, you are going to break character. You will break character. Whatever character you were playing at the moment, once that glass goes through your hand, you're not playing that character no more. You're now acting like your hand is really hurting you. And you're acting like, I can't believe I just did that stupid shit. Damn. When I woke up this morning, I did not think I was going to be getting glass in my hand. Let's go down just a little bit. Go down 500 feet. See if that radio altimeter starts kicking on yet. Not yet. Okay, well, let's go down to 3,000 then. I'll go to 33 for now. I don't really know if I feel like landing this plane. I kind of want to just fly something else. Yeah, we completed our mission. There's no need to land this plane. Let's jump in something else. Let's play some... what was that game I was just talking about? We Happy Few? Let's play some We Happy Few. Yeah, I have one of these LVFR deals already. I don't know what the difference would be between this one and the other one. I was reading the description between the two of them, and it's like identical. They really are. Same nav, white bag, sim brief, realistic sounds. Yeah, I have one of these already. This is the 200. I have the 340. I mean the 330-900, I think it is. Yeah, I have the 319 CEO, the A330-900 Neo, and the A340. And all three of these, you could sit in the cockpit of each one of these, and there would be almost no difference between them. They look, it's the same tablet, same layout, and maybe that, I mean, maybe, I know that's kind of how it is in real life in some ways with Airbuses. I mean, it's the same with Boeing too, but still, like, there's really no reason to own all three of these, unless you're stupid like me. I don't think you're stupid. You're probably smarter than I am. I would think you might be smarter than me. All right, what am I what was I getting ready to do? Oh yeah, so this Hurricane, I swear it's not modeled. I've driven through it. I've flown through it a few times, and it just does not seem like there's any like clouds. Like any like swirly clouds. It just seems like regular I don't want to do that. It seems like regular clouds. I've flown through hurricanes in the simulator before, and most of the time it's like an actual hurricane. Could be the noise. Yeah, I mean, I'll jump in a plane real quick and fly to it. But there's nothing to brag about with. Not from what I've seen. Back. Escape. All right, so we're gonna go from Cancun. We're not gonna fly this plane, by the way. All right, from Cancun, and we'll just go in a straight line to arrival. Here's the center of our storm. Moving, so let's choose this waypoint here. Lari. Ulari. All right, very good. So that's done. Go ahead and choose a different plane. Here, we'll do this Vandy one. I always like that one. Okay, I need to change controllers. I can do that when we get down there. All right, so runway 30, and we need to head that way. Oh, do I want to use this plane? It won't follow the nav. Yeah, fuck it. We'll use this one. I like this airplane. I just need to switch my controller setup. I have there's a certain thing you have to do for the cruise control. The autopilot. Shaking my head because I keep on making those mistakes between cars and airplanes. And it also has I have key bindings, well, button bindings for the afterburners. Yeah, let's take off and go check out this. But I mean, I flew 100,000 feet above it in the Dark Star, and I flew through it a couple of times with an actual Hurricane Hunter, the Constellation, which is a Hurricane Hunter. All right. Oh, we can make it daytime. There's no reason for it to be nighttime here. There we go. Switch my controller real quick. So we should be on sim rate. I clicked the forward arrow one time before I started the night. It went right to sim rate from the F-14. I click the back arrow. You see what's happening. Nook. Helicopter. Osprey. Fighter jet. No. 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 Yes. Yes. Alright, we'll put our formation lights on. All this is good. That's good. And that. Put this up. And we need to be heading to the northeast. Well, yeah, it's gotten smaller from what it was the other day, even yesterday. It's definitely smaller than it was. Yeah, it's definitely smaller than it was before.
Fuel 9,500. 300 wings auto. 3,000.
Put on cruise destination. Yeah, yesterday and the day before, the eye of the storm was real defined. But now, not so much. Alright, we're on a good track right here. Let's, where are we at? About 9,000 feet. Alright, let's stop climbing. Let's put on our cruise control. And let's engage the nose wheel. There we go. Yeah, in this plane, you have to click on this little red button here to activate the autopilot. There was an icon up on here that showed up. I forget what it says. But yeah, the autopilot panel is right here. We have engage, heading, ground track, altitude, vector, automatic carrier landing, which is available in PC but not on Xbox. There is no automatic carrier landing mode in Xbox, unfortunately. But if you have a PC, you can do it. Right, we need to turn a little bit. Yeah, this airplane won't turn on its own. What's our speed right now? Mach 0.8. Alright, let's turn a little bit. Now this waypoint that we're heading to, that's right before the eye of the storm at the time of putting this together today.
11,000.
You know, you just saw me do it. So, alright, altitude, hold on. Yeah, here's that autopilot's reference. We hit that little button.
12,000.
It's altitude, hold on. Yeah, I flew over it a couple of times in the Dark Star. The only time it looked like I maybe saw the eye of the storm, I was flying. I don't remember what I was flying. I took a screenshot of it. I'll have to go through my screenshots and look for it. But it was the only thing that kind of resembled an eye. It wasn't really defined, but I went through a lot of clouds. There was a little open area. Could have been the eye. But I mean, it's only gonna, you know, these hurricanes are only gonna show up properly in here if Microsoft, you know, puts into work to have it modeled. You know, I don't know if they had that kind of stuff modeled. Tornadoes and hurricanes and things like that. I've looked for tornadoes in airplanes before. Like tornadoes that were on ground. I was already in the simulator. I just went real quick to the airport that was closest to it, got up in the air. You don't see anything. I even had like weather radar where it has like the yellow and red areas. I fly into a red area and sometimes it's just as calm as this. We're almost at Mach 0.1. Slow down just a little bit. Yeah, our speed is right here. Altitude, radio altitude, vertical speed. Engines are down on the bottom left here, and afterburners. Yeah, they really did a good job with this plane. Plus we have Jester. We have all kinds of things we can do with Jester. It's actually really handy to use this checklist with Jester when you're starting up the airplane. The cold and dark start on this airplane is a lot of fun. Actually, it's really is a lot of fun. I took a pontoon boat airplane and flew near the hurricane 2 days ago and landed in the water near the hurricane, and I didn't see any like big clouds. And you can see the ass of this airplane starting to shake a little bit. Look, got a little shake to it. So the wind might be modeled. I don't know what the speed of the wind would be at 12,000 feet. I wouldn't know that offhand. I'd have to look that info up. It's available. It's out there. Just gotta find it. But yeah, I'll fly to the waypoint, and then I think that'll be it for tonight. But I'll be back in a couple of days. That's my plan right now, is Tuesday nights, Thursdays, and Fridays. And then sometime during the weekend, shake and bake. Little shake, little bake. That's a good movie too. Talladega Nights. Yeah, I'd be thinking we would start seeing some heavy clouds by now. You know, we're probably about 100 miles from the storm. Map's giving us 200 miles. We're right in the center of that. Little shake, little bake. I think the best part of that movie is in the beginning of the movie, when they're all sitting around a table eating dinner, and the kids are yelling at the granddad. He's like, "I'm gonna jump on you like a spider monkey." Like, "I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew, old man." Granddad's like, "You're gonna let him talk to me like that?" He's like, "Goddamn right, I love the way they're talking to you." Right, little 4-pound, 5-ounce baby Jesus. Sitting there all tucked in there nice and snugly. Yeah, that movie was made before his shtick got old. Malakane. Should be the name. But we can drop some nukes. I got some ordnance under here. I got some fuel bombs. Some Xbox approved fuel bombs. Yeah, I would think we should start seeing the hurricane, you know, around now. We're about 100 miles from it. And the only thing that's happening is we just got a little turbulence. But yeah, look at this. There's like nothing here. Disappointing, really. Another good way of telling if it's really a good hurricane is by how many online people are around it. That one hurricane a few months back, a couple months ago, where it was out in the Caribbean, there was tons of people online in one little area. No, they don't. That is true. And they make it difficult as well. You know, like if you go in here and you try to change all the values, like they make it difficult. Very cumbersome to change like the cloud levels if you want to, and the wind speeds and all that. I think they did that on purpose to like have people avoid trying to change too many parameters with the weather. Yeah, you remember that Hurricane Magnum? That thing was full of planes. it was jammed earlier. I looked 5 or 6 times in the last couple of days, and flown different planes there too. I've never seen it jammed, but I could be on a different server than you as well. You know, or I don't know. I don't know why I didn't see a lot of planes there. It's all 2. All right, so we are about 50 miles away. Yeah, we should definitely see a hurricane at this point. That's really disappointing. All right, what's the closest aircraft? What's the closest aircraft carrier? Maybe we'll try to land on an aircraft carrier. Let's see here. Depends on how far away it is. I know it's to my left. But yeah, the closest one's 240 miles. I'm not doing that. It was like 100. That's, you know, that's tolerable, but I got a busy day tomorrow. I need to get my beauty sleep. Yep, there's no hurricane here. It's like the nothing from the never-ending story. The nothing took the hurricane. Oh well. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, that's cool. Right, it just looks like a thunderstorm. Yeah, I'm gonna put some pictures up on Discord over the next, you know, few hours. I'll do that when I'm done streaming, of what I saw over the last couple of days with the different airplanes, and it's nothing to brag about. Yeah, this helicopter right here, I have a really new appreciation for now that I've been flying it with my flight stick. This yeah, the Cowan Sim Triple Deuce Bravo. This thing is pretty dope. And I can't use my controller. I have to use the flight stick. It's a pretty dope. It's a good helicopter. There's no autopilot. Well, there is autopilot, but it doesn't work. This seems to be just like get in and fly it. The Huey is really good too. I like the Huey. Yep. So, all right, I'm getting out of here. So I will be back on Thursday. I don't know what I'm going to do on Thursday yet. Any ideas, shoot them my way. You all know how to get a hold of me. Before you leave this video, hit the like button, damn it. Do all them YouTube-y things that, you know, are free for you and help me out. I will see you on Thursday on the next episode of the Airplane Show. See you, Bobby. See you, Lowell. See you, Magnum. It was good seeing you. Keith, if you're lurking, have a good night. I'll see you next time. All right, y'all. See ya.